What's up, guys? I should have gotten this video out a couple hours ago, but got busy. Unfortunately, completely slipped my mind. And I should have made the same play on this same matchup yesterday. But this is going to be a play on the under in the Seattle Mariners Cincinnati Reds game. And both yesterday and today, the starting pitching matchup is, I believe, conducive to an under. Yesterday it was, although it was pretty close, but it did come in under the 10 or whatever it was yesterday. Today, the line, when I got it, I took under 10.5 at minus 115, and I thought that it was going to still sit around 10, so I would still recommend it under 10. Now it's at 9.5. I'm not sure I would recommend it under the 9.5, but in general, I do think that this is going to be a lower scoring game, and especially because for the Cincinnati Reds, rookie Connor Phillips is making his major league debut, which I always like to look at that angle when it's a guy who has really good stuff, and he does. His strikeout numbers in the minors are really good, like a really high strikeout rate. He's got like a high 90s fastball, some good additional pitches, like nasty breaking stuff. This guy can whiff batters, man. So that's going to be a problem, I think, for Seattle's hitters the first time they have to face him. Seattle has they have a bunch of good young pitchers in their rotation right now as well. They got Bryce Miller pitching today. His numbers have been good this season. The Reds only have two hitters who have ever seen him before, so I think in both cases you got hitters that have not seen these pitchers before for the most part, and I think that's going to be conducive to an under. And that line being as high as it was, I mean, even at 9.5, I do think it's still kind of high. But the 10.5, I was like, man, this is like crazy. I don't know why it's that high, just because you got like an unknown pitcher on one side, basically. And these teams are kind of seen as teams that can put up some offensive numbers. The one caveat that I see, the one thing that scares me a little bit, is the Reds really used a lot of their bullpen in the game yesterday, and Seattle did not really, because Wu had a pretty decent outing and did not wind up having to. They did not wind up having to use their bullpen that much. The Reds really kind of taxed theirs, but the hope is that Phillips is going to go deep enough into this game that that's not going to affect the outcome of this. I like the under here, but again, I got it at under 10.5, minus 115, so slightly juiced. If you can find under 10 at whatever the price, minus 110, whatever, I would do that. 9.5, maybe a little bit iffy, but that is the play. We can mark it at under 10 if you want, whatever. That's Seattle Mariners, Cincinnati Reds, under the total.